I think what we'll do is we'll look at number 39. All right, we'll look at number 39. For number 39, what we have is we got this problem where we're going to take the antiderivative of the tangent of x raised to the 4th power. And then we got secant squared. Man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. The reason why I'm excited is every day I get a chance to work with young people and attempt to share with them everything I know about math. True story. We're on our Christmas break right now. We're on our Christmas break. We had about 5 students come in over their Christmas break. We had 5 students come in over their Christmas break to practice math. We're on the math team. You understand what I'm saying? This is called we trying to dominate. We're trying to dominate. See, we're trying to be a long way from you going to that college struggling. Well, you know I'm having some difficult times adjusting, you know. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about going to the school, you working hard, and you going to the school and you on the dean's list first marking period. No excuses. No excuses. You go to the school dominating. That's what we're talking about. Now, you don't do that unless you practice. And you can dominate if you practice. You can dominate if you don't quit. All right? So I'm excited, man. We had about 5-10 students come over their Christmas break to practice. I really want to get to this math, but I had to say that. All right, so we got tangent, the antiderivative of the tangent of x to the 4th times secant of x squared. Okay, so here what you'd have to know is that the antiderivative of secant squared of x, now let's just make it u. Hopefully it'll be clear. Secant squared u is tangent of x. Tangent of u plus c. All right? You'd have to know that coming in. All right? So let's see what we can do here. So what you could do here is you got the antiderivative. We got the antiderivative of, we could make, let's try to make u tangent of x. Let's try to make u tangent of x. Let's make du secant squared x, secant squared x, all right? So now what you're going to do is you have the antiderivative of the tangent of x raised to the 4. So let's make that u. See, another way to say tangent of x to the 4 is the tangent x to the 4. That's another way to write that. So we had u to the 4 du, okay? U to the 4 du. So we have in our problem the antiderivative of the tangent of x to the 4. So I have u to the 4. See, u is tangent of x. So you have u to the 4, okay? And this du has secant squared in it. Du has secant squared in it, all right? So now we have u to the 4, that's tangent to the 4, and we have secant squared. In that du is secant squared. There's nothing else there that we don't need. So now we're just going to take the antiderivative of that. All right, take the antiderivative of u to the 4. We get 1/5 u to the 5th power plus c. All right, we put that u back. We get 1/5. Put the u back. We get tangent of x to the 5th plus c. Final answer. 1/5 tangent of x to the 5th power plus c. All right, so then what you do when you're studying, you look at number 37, and you discover that was number 39. I'm sorry, that was number 39. And number 39 is 1/5 tangent of x to the 5th plus c. And now you're happy. Now you're confident. Now you're ready to study another part. Good evening, caller. Thank you for calling. What can we do with you? Go ahead.
Yes, hello. Yes, hello. My name is Renee Jackson. I think you're doing a great job. I was never good at math as a child. And actually, my goddaughter goes to Providence St. Mel.
Oh, wonderful.
As I'm looking at you doing the math on TV, what I'd like to ask you is, where at in our careers later on in life will we use that math that you're doing today? Which I don't fault anyone for that. I wish I was great at that, and I like what you say. Students, study, do your homework. But I'm just curious, where at later on in life do we use that?
Okay, that's a good question. I'll answer it in a couple different ways. And I want you to stay on the line, okay?
Sure.
One way, and this is my opinion, other people might differ from what I'm saying, okay? One way that I try to inspire my students, some of my students are not going to be engineers or scientists, so they will not need to be able to take some of the higher level techniques that I'm doing today, because they're not going into engineering or science or anything like that. That said, I had a perfect example. A young lady last year, she was in my calculus class. She said, "Mr. Hendricks, this is too hard. I'm not even going into this in my college career, anything like that. It's too hard. I want to quit." You understand what I'm saying? Are you still on the line?
Yes, I'm still here.
I want to quit. And she went to the principal. She talked to her parents. I want to quit. I'm not doing well. I'm struggling. Everything is a challenge for me. None of this is clear. I'm getting frustrated. I'm used to doing well in school, but this is too difficult. I quit. She tuned out until her mom came to the progress report. We talked about it, and the mom says, "No, we're not going to quit. We're not going to quit. I know it's hard, but I know you can do it." And what happened? This child, this young person, passed the AP exam. AP exam is a very, very demanding, very, very difficult test that high school students, calculus AP exam, that high school students take, and they get college credit while in high school. The college accepts the credit for the work that they did in high school. Why do I bring up all this? This young lady maybe was not going to utilize the techniques and the skills that we went through in the class, but she learned something much more important than that.